Everybody is in torment and attempting to figure out it, and we won't ever get a handle on it. What's more, special times of year are hard, I think, at any rate. In any case, to respect Jerk, I figure everything thing that we can manage is to chuckle and embrace one another, mess around and move and sing. That is the manner in which we honor him as we do the things that he wanted to do, which is moving. He adored music, he cherished games, so that's what we do. Not to be unfeeling, however, doesn't it appear to be somewhat unusual that Jerk Chief, the exemplification of chuckling, love, joy, and the consistently happy and moving star, could take his life in an inn? No offense to the inn, yet Jerk had cash. Or then again would he say he was having monetary issues? At some point in 2020, he was elevated to leader maker on the Ellen DeGeneres show. So what might have caused this blissful youthful individual of color, who appears to have the ideal life and had as of late declared on the Jennifer Hudson show that they were wanting to have another child? To end it like that, a few paranoid ideas have been coursing about reality behind his passing, with new stunning proof appearance that perhaps Jerk's demise was not a self-destruction, but rather was made to seem as though one sickening truth behind Jerk's demise. To start off these speculations and the unnerving conceivable truth with regards to why Jerk could have really been killed, I will begin by breaking down the occasions prompting his passing. It is no news that he was accounted for missing by his better half on Tuesday, the day he was seen as dead. Obviously, his significant other, Allison Holker, had said Jerk had ventured out from home on Monday morning without his vehicle and didn't return that day, which provoked her to report him missing on Tuesday. She had noticed that it was strange for him to venture out from home without his vehicle and not call her back in messages. In the reports, Jerk was held up at Oak Tree Inn in Encinos, a couple of miles from his home. He had let the inn know that he was just going through an evening, yet was subsequently found dead by a shot injury to the head by the servant. Unintentionally, simultaneously, the police were really taking a look at his Encinos home for signs about his whereabouts. A later report by TMZ affirmed that he had abandoned a note at the inn. This note was said to have had a questionable reference to his past difficulties. This carries us to the principal fear-inspired notion. The supposed reputed suspect in his passing, his significant other, Allison Holker. As a considerable lot of you know, Jerk and Allison were such a huge amount in affection. The team had met during the So You Want to Move show and became hopelessly enamored, and had quite recently praised their 9th commemoration days before his demise, which achieved the inquiries and tales from fans. Many have considered what might have turned out badly. A couple of days after their blissful festival, he Ubers out of the house, doesn't answer her calls, and afterward drives down to an inn to off himself. It simply doesn't sound right. Like a few fans pondered, Willie D. Live additionally addressed why Allison Holker was certainly not a suspect. In one of his YouTube recordings, he had said that the enduring companion of a dead accomplice was generally a suspect. His lamenting spouse, Allison, had conveyed her recognition message a day after his demise, saying, "It is with the heaviest of hearts that I need to share that my better half Stefan has left us." Stefan illuminated each room he ventured into. He esteemed family, companions, and local area regardless of anything else, and driving with adoration and light was everything to him. He was the foundation of our family, the best spouse and father, and a motivation to his fans. To say he left an inheritance would be putting it mildly. Also, his good effect will keep on being felt. I'm sure there won't be a day that goes by we won't respect his memory. Nonetheless, this doesn't appear to set well with Willie D., as he addressed why she conveyed this message with no further continuous examination, and without shock regarding the reason why her blissful spouse had ended it all. It sounds dubious, isn't that so? Well, perhaps the spouse Allison communicates something specific out over the web, via virtual entertainment, And these are her words: "It is with the heaviest of hearts that I need to share. My significant other Stephen has left us." Stephen illuminated each room he ventured into. He esteemed family, companions, and local area, regardless of anything else, and driving with affection and life was everything to him. He was the foundation of our family, the best spouse and father, and a motivation to his fans. About the unfavorable impact of his self-destruction on his significant other and kids. Different scholars have asked why she didn't report him missing that Monday, when she thought it was uncommon for him to leave without his vehicle and wasn't getting her calls. Allison has, in any case, apparently exposed the gossip that they were having issues, as she posted an image on her Instagram of her and her departed spouse, Jerk, with the subtitle, "My all in all, gracious, how my heart hurts. We miss you to such an extent." It's not outlandish to say that she could have been ignorant, as the remainder of the world was, of what was happening and what he was going through. Yet, what does it make her? An inhumane spouse. However, in any case, all things considered, Jerk was going through misery, yet entirely acted blissful by his better half isn't the only one taking the intensity here, as numerous others are coursing another fear-inspired notion, including his chief and companion, Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres has communicated her distresses and awfulness concerning Jerk's passing, saying, "He gave such a lot of pleasure into my life. I realize he gave pleasure to yours as well." Albeit many accept this was a really sincere recognition for her companion, numerous others can't resist the urge to contemplate whether it was a concealment for the way that she had contrived with the Illuminati to forfeit her companion Jerk. Presently, in this hypothesis, Ellen DeGeneres is accepted to be an individual from the renowned Illuminati Society. In August 2022, Ellen's sweetheart of 3 years, Anne Hetch, died in a staggering auto crash. Talk had it that Ellen had involved her better half as a penance for the Illuminati. With the death of Jerk around the same time, individuals can help, however, contemplate in the event that Ellen, to be sure, is answerable for the 2 passings. Albeit the reports of the passings managed both as potential suicides. Many fans and plotters have communicated they're worried about why 2 dear companions of Ellen unfortunately kicked the bucket by self-destruction around the same time it was accounted for. One analyst expressed, not to be harsh, however, that Jerk fellow ending it all doesn't agree with me. Obviously, you don't have the foggiest idea about an individual's life. Be that as it may, imagine a scenario in which he unalived himself in light of something more profound. The Illuminati. Perhaps Ellen had something to do with it. Another analyst said, "I guarantee I'm not a scheme scholar by any means, but rather I feel like Jerk's passing wasn't a self-destruction. Ellen is an obscure animal." Others considered what Ellen was concealing that could have driven her to kill Jerk supposedly. For what it's worth, no news that the 2 were extremely close, and his passing might have been an endeavor to quiet him down for eternity.